Today we're taking a look at the San Antonio Spurs vs Indiana Pacers match, which is happening on Saturday, April 3, 2021 at 9 p.m., and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. The Indiana Pacers and San Antonio Spurs are both fighting for playoff spots in their respective conferences. They meet Saturday night in San Antonio. The Spurs are 24-22 and are coming off a loss Thursday night. The Pacers enter the weekend in 9th place in the Eastern Conference standings with a 21-26 overall record, and sit 3 games out of the coveted number 6 spot in the East. Meanwhile, San Antonio has also kept pace in the postseason race, compiling a 24-22 overall record, good for 8th place in the West. The Pacers continued their slide on Friday night, extending their skid to 3 games with a disappointing 114-97 loss versus the short-handed Charlotte Hornets. Caris LeVert finished with 16 points to lead 5 Pacers players in double figures on the night, but Indiana shot just 10 for 33 from three-point range in the loss. The Indiana Pacers need a win here after losing 4 of their last 6 games. The Indiana Pacers are averaging 112.7 points on 46.9% shooting and allowing 112.7 points on 47% shooting. Malcolm Brogdon is averaging 21.2 points and 4.8 rebounds, while Domantas Sabonis is averaging 20.2 points and 6.1 assists. Caris LeVert is the third double-digit scorer and Miles Turner is grabbing 6.4 rebounds. The Indiana Pacers are shooting 36.3% from beyond the arc and 78.3% from the free throw line. The Indiana Pacers are allowing 37.9% shooting from deep and are grabbing 41.8 rebounds per game. Indiana needs to find a way to get 24-year-old big man Domantas Sabonis back into rhythm after a pair of single-digit scoring efforts. In Friday's loss to Charlotte, Sabonis looked passive on the floor, finishing with a season-low 7 shot attempts and no free throw attempts, while matching a season low with just 8 points. The All-Star comes in averaging 20.2 points, 11.3 rebounds, and 6.1 assists per game so far this season. According to dunksandthrees.com, Indiana has played better than its current 21-26 overall record might suggest. The Pacers currently rank 14th in the NBA with a +0.4 adjusted net rating, and they have been one of the top 10 defensive teams in the league, sporting an adjusted 110.9 rating on that end of the floor. However, generating consistent offense has been a struggle at times for Indiana, which has slid to 16th in the league in offensive efficiency with an adjusted 111.4 offensive rating. The San Antonio Spurs are 24-22 on the season and are ranked 8th in the Western Conference, 1.5 games ahead of Memphis and only a game behind Dallas. They are coming off a 134-129 double overtime loss to the Atlanta Hawks on Thursday. This was a tough one to swallow as the Spurs overcame an early deficit only to tie it and send it to overtime. The San Antonio Spurs have been in rough shape as they've lost 6 of their past 8 games, and they will be hoping to bounce back after falling to the Hawks in a 134-129 double overtime loss on Thursday. DeMar DeRozan led the team with 36 points with 9 assists on 14 of 27 shooting. Derek White added 29 points. Rudy Gay scored 18 points off the bench, while Jacob Poeltl chipped in with 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. As a team, the Spurs shot 44% from the field and 13 of 40 from the three-point line as they fought hard to hang with the Hawks until 11.8 seconds left in the second overtime, where the Hawks sealed the win with a Danilo Gallinari three-pointer. Patty Mills had a rough night as he finished with just 3 points on 1 of 10 shooting off the bench. DeMar DeRozan went off for 36 points for the Spurs. He also had 5 rebounds and 9 assists. Derek White added 29 points with 7 three-pointers. Rudy Gay had 18 points off the bench, while DeJounte Murray chipped in with 16 points and 9 rebounds. Jacob Poeltl had a double-double with 14 points and 10 rebounds. So here are my betting suggestions for that game. The Pacers are 4-11 ATS in their last 15 games against a team with a winning record, 13-4-1 ATS in their last 18 road games against a team with a losing home record, and 8-20 ATS in their last 28 games overall. The Spurs are 2-5 ATS in their last 7 home games and 2-5 ATS in their last 7 games overall. Head-to-head, the Pacers are 7-1 ATS in the last 8 meetings overall, and the Pacers are 4-0 ATS in the last 4 meetings overall. Malcolm Brogdon, Domantas Sabonis, and Jeremy Lamb are all listed as questionable for this one, so the Pacers could be severely short-handed here. The Spurs haven't really looked like themselves lately, and their confidence must have taken a hit from their double overtime loss to the Hawks on Thursday. The Pacers are 6-13-1 ATS in their last 20 Saturday games and 8-20 ATS in their last 28 games overall. The Spurs are 2-5 ATS in their last 7 home games and 2-5 ATS in their last 7 games overall. The over is 14-6 in Pacers' last 20 overall. The over is 14-5 in Spurs' last 19 Saturday games. The Pacers are 4-0 ATS in the last 4 meetings in San Antonio and 7-1 ATS in the last 8 meetings. The Spurs are coming off a tough loss Thursday night to the Hawks, but they have been playing much better defense in recent weeks. They rank 12th in the NBA in points allowed per game. Their offense has struggled this season, especially with one of their leading scorers, LaMarcus Aldridge, out for most of the season. Now he's been shipped off to the Nets, so maybe the Spurs can now heighten their focus and have players zero in on roles now that he's gone. Jacob Poeltl has stepped up as the starting center, and Derek White has provided an offensive and defensive boost since his return from injury. I like the Spurs here as they are catching Indiana on the second night of a back-to-back. My betting advice for that game is to pick San Antonio Spurs minus 5.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.